A short flashback to September 2018, the time Qasim and myself won the Habanos World Challenge for Lebanon. The prize included a round trip to Havana, Cuba to represent Lebanon for the International Habanos World Challenge and the three main events of the famous Habanos Festival.
We took a 14 hours direct flight from Istanbul to the Cuban capital. We were both strangely relaxed yet focused and determined to give 110% of our best to participate in every possible event that constitutes the festival.
Few days from our arrival that we spent in Varadero, we drove back to Havana. The festival debuted and the thrill of every night skyrocketed our adrenaline, and we went from one event to the other sleepless, untired, and overwhelmed by every and each detail that we consumed, like two kiddos on the morning of Christmas Day going through their gifts.
Wednesday was the intermediate night dedicated to Hoyo de Monterrey, Gran Reserva, Double Corona, Cosecha 2013, held at El Laguito Reception Hall with a cocktail dinner organized and planned to host 800 guests in one single large event aimed for the enjoyment of aficionados of the most prestigious premium cigars in the world.
The hot breeze of the open air night and the live Cuban band music reflected on all the faces of the guests. A mix of media, cigar celebrities, Habanos officials, participants, and cigars groups.
Eli and I were roaming in the vast allocated space, recording every moment, every foot of cigar lit, and every conversation in every corner. While Eli was holding his wooden box tight of the two Gran Reserva cigars, I lost my patience, opened my box, and put the cigar out before Eli intervened and stopped me from torching one of them. "Are you out of the fucking mind?" Eli said. I chickened, put back the cigar into the box, a move I still regret till today. We are here to rectify the mistake. Yet, the price today has doubled. The cost of Eli's devilish advice would be to smoke them both and prove that my life motto, stand still, smoke the cigar that you can smoke today. Today, tomorrow will bring its own cigar.
My friend Qasim, mourn no more, for despite the heavy loss you endured, I can't feel but victorious, and I announce my readiness to share with you this exquisite moment today. To tell the truth, I can't thank you enough, and I feel liberated now to reveal to you that the whole thing was and is a meticulous, plotted, vicious plan to make you share with me your box. Not my box, your box. Why your box? Because this jewel we hold today is a rare, non-commercial coffin that surpasses in its symbolism the Gran Reserva usual release.
Can you shut up now, Eli? Because nothing you're gonna say now is going to spoil the moment. Your ingratitude is notorious.
Thank you very much. But anyway, before we cut and light, let me state that Habanos was late to honor a classic cigar that marked the life of many aficionados around the world. The merit that this cigar holds should have been acknowledged years ago.
Indeed.
Hey.
Very few of us, if none, haven't smoked the Hoyo Double Corona tens of times. If I have to mention one cigar that closely competed with the Hoyo Double Corona, it will be the Churchill by Romeo, where Punch Double Corona, Partagazos Italias, my favorite regular smoke, and the Ramon Alones Gigantes, they all respectively trail behind.
Well, anyway, to highlight here, this cigar is a Prominentes, the Vitola, 49 ring gauge, 194 millimeter. Little is known about its history and origins. We know it is a pre-1960 production that made a killing when it scored 99 on Aficionado magazine and took Europe by the storm. The next day, all Hoyo Double Corona were out of stock from every city in Europe, every cigar shop, and every cigar lounge.
Eli, maybe it's time we disclose the true color of this giant, not any giant. To put it clear to the audience, this is the first form of Hoyo de Monterrey, the double Corona Gran Reserva, the chic glossy wooden box sealed with nylon and wrapped in the black fine suede leather, enclosing the two majestic sticks. Enough said for now.
Enough.
Let us cut and light.
We came to the physical inspection. The mind, Qasim, is a powerful tool. It might be the regular Hoyo de Monterrey double Corona, yet the moment is imposing and its magnitude is enormous.
Oily enough, bumpy on the palm of the thumb, flagrant veins, ordinary bands, numerous inequalities, plain Colorado wrapper. Nothing so far is majestic until its cold aroma hits your nose.
Boom.
Sad.
Fresh croissant dough sweetened with crunch white chocolate. We all remember the crunch. We were young. Gently filtrating through our receptor neurons took us to the moon and back. Qasim cut his stogie, lifted for a cold row, and all I could hear is sugar, sugar. Shadow of caramel, he concluded. I concurred, yet I could sense and detect some old cask depths, very old cask that has grown a faint taste of squeezed sugarcane.
While Eli is absorbed by analyzing the complexity of the cold draw, I had to rush to light my stogie.
The first draw, a clear cloud of molasses both on the nose and the palate, coupled with layers of casky wood, a heavenly mist that started with the cold draw and continues.
The third, as we have established earlier, everything looks ordinary from the physical aspect to the burn line, to the ash, the smoke, yet there are mystic layers of woodiness resembling to a large trunk of an old cedar tree, freshly cut and brushed with molasses. A weak analogy, faint and fragile, yet very true. The layering between the wood and the degrees of molasses are entirely well defined.
Nice. Second, third, the sweetness faded away and one may clearly pick up strong Ethiopian roasted coffee beans. Qasim insisted it's Colombian coffee. Anyway, the timbered flavors have transformed to more earthy, intense notes.
The final third, the cedar wood and roasted coffee beans dominated the palate, leaving little space for dark chocolate. The clarity of the optimum, well-rested tobacco remains the backbone of the flavors. Words are difficult to express the harmony of the stick, so let's move to the table of grades.
Exactly. We can see clearly, if I may conclude, the grades speaks for itself, almost complete for every aspect, averaging a total of 95 over 100. Qasim, this could be the cigar of the year in my opinion. It has all the features of a Gran cigar. Despite its modest appearance, there are few simple words that describes its grandiosity and magnificence. Listen well, la grandeur and the splendor of smoking.
Well, nicely said.
We leave you now, and until a new episode of Los Osos Tranquiles, follow us.